Hi there, welcome to Yoga Physio Zone. I'm Sinead and today we are talking about breathing and it's ridiculously important. So listen up you guys who've got any kind of problems with pain or muscle tension or anxiety or racing thoughts or everything. This is a very short video on how to check your breath and see how you're breathing and maybe then adjust it. So what you need to do is find a screen where you can see yourself or a mirror, okay? And when you're ready, off we go. So first thing I want you to do is take a really deep breath. So the biggest breath you can possibly take, okay? Big breath in and out. Biggest breath you can possibly take. Okay, take another one. And this time noticing all the parts of you that are moving as you breathe. So breathing in and out. And then the third one, and again, this time watching in that mirror what's moving when I breathe. Okay, big breath in and out. Okay, so I was leading you astray there because I was doing what most people do when I ask them to breathe in deeply, which is a version of this kind of a thing. So I check this on nearly all my patients who have pain, and I have to say, apart from the ones who kind of have clocked that I'm onto something, nearly everybody will do that, breathing in and out. And that's because most of us do breathe that way, okay, when we're trying to take a deep breath. And I'm going to explain to you why that is really inefficient. The truth of the matter is that most of the blood vessels that extract oxygen from the air that we breathe in are in the bottom half of our lungs, okay? Which means down here. So our lungs are huge, okay? They go from above our collarbones, the whole way down our chest, down under our armpits there, into just right down where our ribs end, basically, okay? So at the front, our ribs end kind of somewhere here, and then they split out to the side, so there's a lung under there. But at the back, they're actually going from there to there, right down nearly as far as our waist, so they're huge, okay? And it's the bottom half that has got all the blood capillaries that will extract the oxygen. Okay, so let's see if we can change the way that we breathe. And luckily, breathing is one of those things that is both automatic and also we've control over. So the answer is yes, we can. All right, so put one hand here on the front of your chest and one hand just where your ribs kind of separate there on your diaphragm muscle, okay? Well, it's not really your diaphragm muscle, but your diaphragm muscle is near there, it's deep inside. Okay, so breathing in and out. And again, notice which hand is actually moving the most. And if you have a pattern of breathing in the top half of your lungs, you'll find that that upper hand is the one that moves. And I want you to spend the next few breaths and see, can I try and get the air into the bases of my lungs, which will move this hand more, the bottom hand. So keeping the hands there and seeing, can I breathe into this area here and back down. And as you get better and better at doing that, you will find that your belly starts to kind of push out as you breathe in. Now you keep going on that while I'm explaining something. When people hear of belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, they often think then if they push their belly out, that that's doing the diaphragmatic or the belly breathing, and that's not the truth, okay? So just keep breathing while I'm talking. When you're breathing in, your diaphragm, which this muscle is a muscle deep in here, it descends. And when you're breathing into the base of your lungs, it descends and it pushes your belly out. But it's not just your belly moving out, because in fact, your belly can move without anything happening to your breath, okay? So the belly moving out needs to be secondary to what's happening with you, aiming the air in to here, okay? Keep on going. Lovely. Now what you'll also notice when you're doing this is when you're breathing into the bases of your lungs, that you're starting to take slower and deeper breaths. And slower because it takes longer for the air to get from your ear or from your nose or your mouth down to the bases of your lungs, it takes longer for it to travel and to travel back up than it does for the air to get from here just to down here. I'm getting tongue-tied with the excitement of it all. So anyway, sorry. So anyway, just keep going. So that's why you automatically start to take longer breaths, slower, longer breaths. And it feels different, okay? So it's a different sensation to breathing up here. And most people will say to me, yeah, it feels different and it feels lovely, okay? And that's because, my friends, this is the cool part about breathing, you are now tapping in to the effects that your breathing have on your nervous system. Okay, so your nervous system does a lot of things, it runs everything in your body, but it also, so keep breathing while I'm talking, what it also does is it can either put us into a fight or flight mode where we're tense and our blood pressure raises and our heart rate rises and all those things that are protective for our body. Okay, and that's the part of our nervous system that's there when we're in pain. Or by soothing it, we can bring it into the parasympathetic, which is the part of our nervous system that lowers our blood pressure, relaxes our breathing, lowers our heart rate, makes our muscles less tense, all of those things, soothes our digestion, all of those things, okay? So by tapping into that slow and deep breathing, we're actually soothing our nervous system. And that is so beneficial for people who have problems with anxiety and racing thoughts. And it is the basis of yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, breathing, all of those incorporate this for that reason, okay? So just simply by making our lungs work a bit better, we can soothe that, okay? So that has a knock-on effect if you are in pain, because if you soothe your nervous system and you settle it down, you can reduce the tension in your muscles and also that protective kind of fight or flight response. And finally, and this is really interesting to those of you who have neck pain, all right? So I want you to watch what happens when I take a deep breath in using the top half of my lungs. So watch my neck muscles. And back out. You see the way those neck muscles really, really tense up. And that's because they are assisting your breath when you use the top half of your lungs. Those neck muscles help your ribs to rise and breathe in. And then they settle down again. But if you're doing that all day long, if you're breathing like that all day long, these neck muscles are working all day long at a job that they really shouldn't be doing all the time. They're only there to be doing it every now and then. Their basic function is to help you move your neck freely and to keep good posture. So if all of its workload is done during the breathing, you'll find that you have bigger problems with neck pain and poor posture. So it's really important for you guys with neck pain, okay? So that's my little tuppence worth on breathing a few times a day. If you can just do the whole hand thing and see which hand is moving better and can I change it. And so yeah, hopefully we will do some more videos on this, including some yoga classes on how to stretch out your rib cage. But that's another day's work. Best of luck with that, and do let me know how you get on. Thank you. Bye.